Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. And I hope that you're giving enough attention to your studies, to your physical activities, spending time with your friends and your family, just having a good life altogether. If you don't, it's fine. There's always time to figure things out. So today we shall be going ahead with what we were left, where we left the last time, that is agriculture. We were discussing about the major crops in India, and we discussed about rice, wheat and millets. So we shall go ahead with the next crop, and in the meantime what we studied in agriculture basically is what is agriculture and what are the types of crops that are there, what are the types of agriculture first, and the various kind of crops that are there, and then we moved on to the major crops in India. Okay, let's go ahead with the same. So we begin. Maize. Maize, also known as corn, is a cereal grain native to the Americas. So maize is known as corn, and it is not a native of India, it is native to the Americas. It belongs to the grass family and has become a globally important crop. So this crop is not only important to the country, it is also important globally. That is, everywhere it has a certain usage. Uses. Maize is primarily used as a fruit crop. It is a food crop, and primarily it is a food crop, and is consumed directly or processed into various food products. There's sweet corn with maize. There's also popcorn, all these kind of things. It is used in the production of biofuels, animal feed and industrial materials. But meanwhile, while it is a food crop, whereas in the same breath, it is also used in the production of biofuels, animal feed and industrial materials. So what are the requirements? Maize cultivation requires a warm climate with temperatures between 21 degree to 32 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is a temperature range that is necessary for maize to grow properly. It requires well-drained soil with good organic content. Adequate rainfall, irrigation is necessary during the growing season. So you see, irrigation is necessity for all the crops. So that is something that you need to keep in mind. It's not a point that you must, mug up again and again. And the warm and that climate, particularly if you are from a rural family, or if you're from a background which where you've had like fathers or mothers or your other family members, in the trade, in agriculture, involved in the same, then you will have a better idea of these things. Sugarcane. Sugarcane is a tall perennial grass crop cultivated for its sugar-rich stalks. It belongs to the grass family and is grown in tropical and subtropical regions. Uses. Sugarcane is primarily used for the production of sugar, both crystalline and liquid forms. It is also used in the production of ethanol, molasses and other byproducts. So while majorly it is used for production of sugar, which is both crystalline and in liquid form, it is also used in the production of ethanol, which is a kind of alcohol, in the form of molasses, and used in production of molasses and other byproducts as well. Requirements. Sugarcane cultivation requires a warm and humid climate with temperatures between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. So you see, when it mentions warm, you can actually go from the range of 20 till 35 at max. Okay, it requires well-drained fertile soil with good moisture holding capacity. Adequate rainfall irrigation is necessary for optimal growth. Cotton. Cotton is a shrub-like crop grown for its fibers, which are used to make textiles and fabrics. It belongs to the mallow family and is grown in warm and tropical regions. What are the uses of cotton? Cotton fibers are primarily used in the textile industry to make clothing, home textiles and industrial products. Cotton seed is also used for oil extraction and animal feed. Requirements. Cotton cultivation requires a warm climate with temperatures between 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. It requires well-drained soil with good moisture retention capacity. Adequate rainfall or irrigation is necessary during the growing season. Jute golden fiber. Jute is a long, soft and shiny vegetable fiber obtained from jute plant. It is also known as golden fiber because it's an economical crop, as I mentioned, cash crop. Hence, its economic importance. You must have heard of jute bags, jute clothes, makes it Yeah. So its economic importance makes it a cash crop, and hence it's called golden fiber. Jute is a long, soft and shiny vegetable fiber obtained from the jute plant. It belongs to the family Sparmanaceae and is primarily grown in the Indian subcontinent. Uses: jute fibers are mainly used for making sacks, bags, ropes, twine and other packaging materials. They are also used in the production of carpets, mats and textiles. Requirements: jute cultivation requires a warm and humid climate with temperatures between 24 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. It thrives in fertile alluvial soil with good drainage. Again, for all these crops, it's alluvial soil works for all these crops because it's the most fertile soil available. It is made up of alluvial sediments, so it works for all these crops. But there are certain crops like cotton. Cotton grows very well in black soil as well, which is called Rager soil. So something like that. But alluvial soil works best for all of these. Requirements: adequate rainfall or irrigation is necessary during the growing season, of course. Coffee is a beverage crop produced from the seeds of coffea plants. So coffee is a beverage crop. Beverage is basically drinks and things like that. So it is produced from the seeds of coffea plants. It belongs to the family Rubiaceae, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, and grown in tropical regions. So again, coffee is grown in tropical regions. Uses: coffee beans are roasted, ground and brewed to produce the popular beverage coffee. So coffee beans are taken and these beans are later roasted, ground and brewed up to produce coffee, which is a beverage. Okay, coffee, the crop's name is also coffee and the beverage's name is also coffee. It is also used in production of various coffee flavored products such as chocolates and desserts. Yes. Requirements: coffee cultivation requires a tropical climate with temperature between 15 to 24 degrees Celsius. It thrives in well drained acidic soil with good organic matter. So organic matter, see, the thing is, again, they grow well in certain kinds of soils, but in certain kinds of, like certain one or two kinds of soil, they grow very well. So that is one kind, that is well drained acidic soil with good organic matter, is something that coffee plant prefers. Adequate rainfall or irrigation is necessary along with shade provided by taller trees. So in coffee's case, there's one exception, that we need the shade of taller trees as well for it to grow well. Tea. Tea is an aromatic beverage produced from the leaves of Camellia sinensis. So tea is an aromatic. Aromatic is that it has an aroma, it has an odor, it has a smell. It belongs to family Theaceae and is primarily grown in hilly regions. So tea is it's grown in hilly regions. Uses: tea leaves are processed through various methods to produce different types of tea, including black tea, green tea, and oolong tea. So various once tea is harvested, these tea leaves are actually processed and they go through various methods to form different kinds of, to be able to produce different kinds of teas, as in you drink black tea, green tea, you also drink oolong tea. So there's like various kinds of tea that these tea leaves are processed into and hence later sold in the market as well. Tea is consumed as a popular beverage worldwide. Yes. Requirements: tea cultivation requires a subtropical or tropical climate with temperatures between 10 to 30 degrees Celsius. It thrives in well-drained soil with good moisture retention. Adequate rainfall irrigation is necessary along with partial shade. So in case of tea as well, we require partial shade. Agriculture. Crops are rice, jute. The top producer is West Bengal. Wheat, sugarcane, top producer Uttar Pradesh. Maize, coffee, top producer Karnataka. Oilseeds, cotton, top producer Gujarat. Soybean, Madhya Pradesh. Tea, Assam. These are only few names. Please keep this in mind because this could be really asked. See, it falls into it. If you know the characteristics of the country and if you know, basically if you know the physical divisions of the country, then you know the soils that are in the country, and then you know the kind of weather the crops prefer or the kind of soil that the crops prefer. So if you combine all these three, you can yourself also identify which is the top producer. You can like come shortlist the list from 29 states that we have and the union territories that we have to a very small number, let's say 3 or 5. Just because if you are able to find the coincidence, the intersection of the area between where a certain temperature or a certain climate prevails, where a certain kind of soil prevails, and where and then and basically the crop that you are referring to. So if you know these things, it's very easier to locate the areas as well. So rice jute, let's see this again. Rice jute, West Bengal; wheat, sugarcane, Uttar Pradesh; maize, coffee, Karnataka; oilseeds, cotton, Gujarat; soybean, Madhya Pradesh; and tea, Assam. Agriculture development. Green revolution is agriculture's development is basically, as the name suggests, agriculture development. Agricultural development, that is use of practices or methods to develop agriculture as it already exists to become a better form of it. Green Revolution. The 1960s, India underwent a significant transformation in agriculture known as the Green Revolution. It involved the introduction of high-yielding crop varieties, increased use of fertilizers and irrigation, and adoption of modern farming techniques. This initiative led to a substantial increase in agricultural productivity, particularly in wheat and rice production. So, what was the Green Revolution? Green Revolution was a revolution, a movement, a transformation in agriculture, and it took place in 1960s when India underwent this whatever it was. It involved the introduction of high yielding crop varieties. So it gave seeds which are high yielding seeds, and then it provides fertilizer. It talked about the usage of chemical fertilizers and irrigation in crops so that the yield could be better. And there was also adoption of modern farming techniques, like people were using vehicles or people were using more tools rather than just their hands for farming or for harvesting. So these were the reasons that Green Revolution was successful, and in increasing the productivity of wheat and rice, which is the staple food of the country. But post this, it was also observed that because of increased use of fertilizers, the soil ability of soil has decreased as well. So that was one of the cons of Green Revolution. Soil. What is soil? Soil is a complex mixture of minerals, organic matter, water, air, and living organisms that forms the upper layer of the Earth's surface. It is a natural resource that plays a vital role in supporting plant growth and providing a habitat for various organisms. Soil is formed through the process of weathering, which involves the breakdown of rocks and minerals over time. So soil is not just one entity. Soil is not just like the topmost layer. There are various other layers of soil beneath it as well. And this is, what is soil? Soil is a mixture of minerals, organic matter, water, air, and living organisms that forms the upper layer of the Earth's surface. So because of presence of organic matter, minerals, all these things, soil is really necessary. It's a natural resource and plays a vital role in supporting the plant growth and providing a habitat for various organisms. So soil is also home to various kind of very tiny microorganisms, and this again formed through process of weathering. So over time, process of weathering takes place with breaking down of rocks and settlements and minerals. So it's like with the help of this, these soil comes into view. Alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is the most common and widespread soil type in India. So alluvial soil, as I mentioned before, in various crops that were used, that it is one of the most common and widespread soil type in India. And the states where it is found, alluvial soil is found in the Indo-Gangetic plains along the river valleys of the Ganges, Brahmaputra and their tributaries. It is composed of the fine silt, clay, sand and gravel deposited by rivers and streams. The crops grown include, alluvial soil is highly fertile and suitable for a variety of crops. Major crops grown include rice, wheat, maize, sugarcane, cotton and jute. That's like every crop that we studied before. So as I said, it is very fertile and hence is preferred by variety of crops. But what actually makes it A good soil is that it is composed of fine silt, clay and sand and gravel particles and all of this. And since they're deposited by rivers, so alluvial soil is usually found near the banks of rivers, as mentioned here, Indo-Gangetic plains along river valleys of Ganges, Brahmaputra and their tributaries. Black soil or Ragar soil. States where it is found. Black soil is found in the Deccan Plateau region, covering states such as Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and parts of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Composition, it is rich in clay content with high fertility. So again, black soil is also a very fertile kind of soil. Crops grown, black soil is particularly suitable for growing cotton and is also known as black cotton soil. So it's so good for black cotton that it is given the name itself, black cotton soil. Other crops grown in this soil include wheat, sugarcane, millets and all the seeds. And right over here you can see the distribution basically. This is helpful later once we are done with this. Yeah, so once we're done with this, it's helpful to understand that this is this is how the distribution it is. So if you like keep an understanding of what, as I mentioned before, what kind of characteristics that you are looking for, so you can easily identify that these are the areas that this soil is found and in turn this crop is found. So over here, see this yellow region, you can see over here it's the basin of Ganga, and over here there's like other rivers and all of that of Brahmaputra, Ganges, other rivers. So these areas hence have large amount of alluvial soil. These are better in alluvial soil. Over here the pink portion that you will see, it is good in desert soil because this is the desert part of India, that is the Thar desert and all that region. Yeah, moving ahead. Red and yellow soil. States where they are found. These soils are found in regions of low rainfall and hilly areas. Red soil is found in states such as Odisha, Chhattisgarh, parts of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Yellow soil is found in parts of Odisha, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. Composition. The composition includes, they are derived from weathered crystalline rocks and have sandy or loamy texture. So they are derived from crystalline rocks which have been weathered, which have gone through weathering. Crops are grown in red and yellow soils, and these are called millets, pulses, oil seeds, fruits and vegetables. So they require proper management practices like terracing and contour plowing due to their vulnerability to erosion. So since it is derived from weathered crystalline rocks and has sandy and loamy structure, and it's found in areas of low rainfall and hilly areas. So all of these in some way or the other contribute to the fact that erosion might take place, and hence the crop yield would be less or crop yield would go bad. Laterite soil. States where it is found. Laterite soil is found in coastal regions of Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra and parts of Odisha. Composition, it is result of intense leaching due to heavy rainfall, and the soil is rich in iron and aluminium oxides. Crops grown. Laterite soil is generally less fertile but can support crops like cashew, coconut, rubber and spices with suitable nutrient management practices. Okay, forest and mountain soils. Forest and mountain soils are found in hilly and forested areas of India. States where they are found are, these soils are found in the Himalayan region, northeastern states and hilly areas of central India. As the name suggests, this is where forest and mountain soils are found. Yes, composition includes, they vary in composition depending on the parent rock and climatic conditions. So you see soil does not form just on its own, or it's like just any kind of soil. So the thing is, it also is divided on the fact of parent soil. So parent rock that it comes from. Let's say it comes from metamorphic rock. So that is the parent soil. Like metamorphic rock was broken down into various pieces and hence we came up with this soil. So that is the parent rock. These soils are generally acidic and have low fertility levels and generally acidic. Which one is it? Forest and mountain soil. Crops grown. These soils are suitable for horticulture crops, orchards and plantation crops like tea, coffee, spices and fruits. They require specific management practices like terracing and contour farming. Desert soil. Type of soil. Desert soil, also known as arid soil, is found in arid and semi-arid regions. So where is desert soil found? In arid and semi-arid regions. And which are these regions for us? Parts of Rajasthan, parts of Gujarat, and almost entirety of the Thar desert, which includes parts of Rajasthan and Gujarat, and also extends into Pakistan, but that's not in the country. Composition. Desert soil is characterized by its sandy texture, low organic matter content, and low fertility. Again, it has low fertility. There's like almost no to very less rainfall, and hence, it's not a very fertile amount kind of soil. Crops grown due to low water holding capacity and the poor fertility. Limited crops like drought resistant millets, pulses, and forage crops are grown with proper water management and irrigation techniques. So here irrigation techniques become very necessary because A, the soil has low water holding capacity, and B, the regions where it is found, both of these are interdependent, is that region is very low, receives low to very less rainfall, and hence irrigation becomes very necessary along with proper water management. Saline and alkaline soil. Type of soil. Saline and alkaline soils are found in regions with high salt content. States where they are found. Saline and alkaline soils are found in coastal areas and regions with waterlogging problems such as parts of Gujarat, West Bengal, and Punjab. Composition. These soils have a high concentration of soluble salts and are alkaline in nature. Crops grown. Saline and alkaline soils are unsuitable for most crops due to high salt content and poor drainage. With this, we come to peaty and marshy soil. Type of soil. Peaty and marshy soils are found in wetland areas with waterlogged conditions. Wetlands in India are in Sundarbans, so that is where they are usually found. Or Kerala backwaters. So states where they are found, peaty and marshy soils are found in regions like Sundarban Delta in West Bengal, parts of Assam and Kerala's backwaters. And the composition is, these soils are rich in organic matter with high moisture content. Peaty and marshy soils are generally unsuitable for conventional agriculture due to their waterlogged conditions. Now, since we mentioned that they are found in areas with waterlogged conditions, because of this, they generally become unsuitable for the conventional practices of agriculture. So, you'll have to introduce certain other practices in the same to make peaty and marshy soil cultivable, or to make the land that peaty and marshy soil are on arable. So, yes, with this we finish this chapter. With this we finish this topic, agriculture. I think it's a pretty simple topic, and all you do is need to keep certain things, certain points in mind, and it shall be an easy cakewalk for you. But yes, again, it's on you to decide what you want it to be, and hence you need to make notes and understand what has been done before. Just go back once again to the notes that you have created, or what you were writing, and see what doubts you have. Get them clarified right now. Go through the PPT again, look what you missed out on, and yes, accordingly go ahead with your preparation. Let's meet soon again with another topic to discuss, another interesting thing that we would go further into, we would delve into. And with this, I shall take your leave. So, thank you, goodbye, thank you for watching.